Welcome. Welcome back to the Listen Wherever series. This is the guilt of being a self. Wherever you are, let yourself arrive. You don't need to sit down or close your eyes. Just let something inside you soften. Be at ease, stepping back, allowing awareness to step forward. Gently covering everything. Today we're going to touch on something tender, the guilt of being a self. You may not notice it outright, but there's often a hum of guilt beneath your day, a guilt that seems to have no cause, because it doesn't in truth. But in your unconscious mind, in the mind that forgot, there is a thought of guilt, the thought you could separate from love, separate from what you are. But you feel it's not true. You notice deep underneath all the guilt of the world, there is a real self. You can feel it. You can sense it right now. I know you can sense it because I can sense it. And we're joined. This self, the self you made, is not the Son of God. Therefore, this self does not exist at all. And anything it seems to do means nothing. In the awareness, in the knowing of your completion, you know that this is not true. This self that you believe you are isn't true. And the Course is telling us the truth. We may get lost in it every day. Keep re-identifying with the little self. Yet we believe this self is us. We claim it, and in doing so, guilt quietly moves in over and over. We're not aware of it. No guilt can ever be true. Whatever you thought you did or was done to you, but this guilt is a thought for what you thought you were. We believed for so long, seemingly. The Song of Prayer reveals all guilt is solely an invention of the mind. It is not real, yet it holds the mind prisoner to the illusions of separation. You may notice right now there's a kind of push and pull between the desire to be that separate self. The desire to re-identify with what we think we are. over and over. We feel a sensation, we think a thought. Someone contacts us, something happens in our life. We re-identify with the guilt, with the character, thinking, this is us, this is me. We're not guilty for this, because our innocence remains unchanged. We're simply misidentified. This is not a personal guilt. This is the guilt of believing you exist apart from God, of believing the separation happened. Until we gently laugh at it. How strange and peculiar this dream, this world of separate selves, rich and poor, good and bad, right and wrong. Love created us like itself, whole and complete, with no lack, with no needs, no wants. And however dimly we can feel that, we sense it. We can feel the sensation or the knowing. We sense it. This guilt we feel and we project. This was made to cover over our wish to be separate, to escape from punishment, hiding in constant motion, in roles, in trying to be good enough. And yet the truth remains. You are innocent because you were never separate from love, from eternal being. You are holy because you are not self, the self you made. Maybe you can feel the joy of knowing this self, remembering the unconscious just shifts in the awareness of it. In the psychotherapy pamphlet, Jesus says the patient must be helped to change his mind about the reality of illusions. We must be, even ourselves, allowed for our minds to be changed. We pause. Just as we're about to identify with something, we stop. We invite a miracle, invite the change, correct my mind, let me remember I'm one with God. Let me remember I'm one with God. I don't have to follow this old path. I don't have to engage in this old habit. just settle back into awareness. Or I have to make that 10th cup of tea. Or I have to do that thing. Or I have to respond to some desire of another that it keeps asking for my attention. What if I just rested in awareness in that space? Just observe and ask for a miracle. Spirit, universe, Holy Spirit, Jesus, grant me a miracle. Let me remember who I am, what I am. Let me just stand in you for this moment and not re-engage in this old ego pattern. The guilt is part of the illusion that you must do something or be something, or you have done something wrong, or someone else has done something wrong. You don't need to be forgiven for being guilty. Remember, forgiveness is but a recognition, a remembrance of what you already are and what everyone is with you. You need to remember that you were never guilty in the first place, and neither was your brother or sister, or anyone you ever thought of, or anything you ever thought of. Guilt was just an erroneous thought, unreal, unsubstantial, while you stood still, holy as ever, unchangeable. Forgiveness isn't letting go of something real. It's seeing there was never anything to hold. Can you bring something to mind that's been bugging you recently? And we join in this purpose of knowing that it's not real together. Knowing that you have everything and you are everything, in completion, in wholeness, in freedom, in love. Connecting to that self with me, joining, wholly as one, not separate. The story of guilt, the striving, the masks, all can fade now. What remains is what always was and always will be. The unchanging, the unchangeable, uncorruptible, the innocence of yourself and everyone and everything in complete awareness, wholeness and peace. Dropping down below all the thoughts of the world, into this state of completion. There is no sin. There is no guilt. There is only the idea of being a self apart from God. And that idea is dissolving now. Not through effort, but through seeing. You were never what you thought, and the peace you seek isn't waiting, it's what you are, ever present, now, and now, and now. Forevermore, with you. Next, we'll explore how the mind defends itself against the simple truth, and how you can drop the defense and let the miracle in. See you there. Click on the video here. Thank you.